Hi, welcome back to Ideas Box, and if this is your first time here, then thanks for dropping by. I'm Jimmy, and today's video is a short one about our chooks, the grain feeder I made for them, also the chook yard and the shed too, and how we deal with broody chooks. Most of them aren't dedicated layers, but we're currently getting 7 or 8 eggs a day. I hope what you see in the video gives you some ideas on how to set out your chook yard or chook shed, and I hope the feeder design helps too. Anywho, let's get into it. This is the inside of the actual chook shed. We've got laying boxes that I've made from just old chemical drums, which I've rinsed out. And what do you want? There's somebody's laid in there already this morning, and so we can get to them. That lifts up out the way, and you can walk across here. Be careful where you step. Get the eggs out, put them in my pocket very carefully, and then you can simply lower this back down. And that's just made from some old bits of fence posts and some branches, just held together with a bit of hoop steel, and the chooks seem to like it. The grain is kept in this bin here, so I'll take that out now and fill the chook feeder up. That's on a little sack truck on wheels that's permanently attached, trying to make everything easier for us to stay here as we get older. The girls has come in to lay, haven't you, sweetheart? So this is it's nice in here. It's a concrete floor, so it's easy to clean. We don't get rats in here, and the reason I'm sure of that is we store our spare bags of chook feed on there, and it's been a couple of years since they've had holes chewed in them. So that's good. So I'll leave her to it. We've also added this screen door here. So in the warm weather we can leave it open for them to get a little bit of fresh air in there. It doesn't smell too bad in there because that stuff there is called wormwood, and that smells really nice, and we've got that growing all around the chook yard. Those bushes there, those two grey bushes there, they're wormwood. And there's also another one over there. So we just break that off, put that in with the nesting material, and it seems to keep the little red mites off the chooks, and it makes the chook yard and the chook house, makes the chook house smell quite nice. If a chook house can smell nice, ours certainly does. So this is our chook yard. It is 8 by 10 metres and 3 metres high. We've got citrus trees in here, but the purpose of this video is to show you our chook feeder. The way it works is this rod swings back and forth and drops the grain out. You've got to sort of get the size of the hole just right. Let's see if I can do this. I've done this, I'm doing this while it's empty so I can show you. If you can sort of picture it, when the rod swings back and forth, see it dropping the grain out? So that gap there has to be the same size as the largest, which is the corn that we use in the mix. So let me show you that again. If I stack all grain around it, and then it swings back and forth, see it dropping the grain out? So I'll film that again from underneath. Stack all that there. And the chooks learn to peck at that, and it drops the grain down. And all this is made from is a steel oil drum. I did make a plastic one to start with, but the rats chewed through it. So this is just a steel oil drum. Now, from memory, that's a 3/4 inch hole. And I did have threaded rod there to start with because it was nice and easy, and I was being a bit lazy. But the rats could jump and hang off of the threaded rod and then get the grain from underneath. I replaced that just with a piece of plain steel rod. So that works really well. And the lid is just a mixing bowl. And didn't get too fancy with the catch. This just hangs through there. And nothing can get to it. We sometimes get rat droppings up on there, but as far as we can tell, the rats aren't actually getting to the chook feed. Sorry, it just hangs from a couple of pieces of jack chain, and that's how it works. The chooks peck at it from underneath, and the grain drops out when there's grain in there. But I'll fill it up now, and so that's how our chook feeder works. So I'll scoop a heap of this into here. We always try and do this earlier in the day so the chooks have got time to clean up any mess that we make doing it, to try and discourage the rats. I can probably lift that up now, but I won't be able to video that. Are you going to peck at that and show the people how it works? It even works if they bump against it. They normally peck up in the hole there. This is a new chook for us, so she hasn't learnt to peck that yet. She has. Okay, make a liar of me. So that's how it works. They peck at the hole and the grain drops out. This is our sin bin. This is where the chooks go who get broody, because there's nowhere dark in there really for them to brood, and we find that it breaks them from their broodiness, and when they start to lay again, we let them back out of there. I think that's a lime tree. That bird you can hear is a rainbow lorikeet, I reckon. That's I think that's a lemon. There's another lemon tree, and that's another citrus. And that's another one, and you can see where the llamas got in here one day and pruned it back nicely for us. It's all starting to shoot back nicely. So I've thrown some grain out to distract the chooks while I do this. And after I've fed them, I'll go and check that feeder there for the sin bin. There's a similar feeder in the sin bin for the girls who are in here, and it works the same way. It does. There we go. It does. And it doesn't appear to be any evidence of any rats chewing on it. So I don't know whether we've solved the rat problem here or whether they just can't get to it. And there's their water supply too. So the black ones are sunflower seeds. Look at this. Absolutely their favourite. Hey, Coach. Isn't that right, darling? Walk, walk, walk. Are they all gone? Are they all... Ouch! Ouch! Sunflower seeds are definitely their favourite. Okay, thanks for watching. Like I said earlier, I hope there's something we've done which might help you out. Make sure to click like and subscribe, and don't forget that notification bell too. Well, I reckon that's it for today, so bye for now.